Are you having trouble following up with leads? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the follow-up process that some of the most successful property management companies use. I can guarantee if you implement this into your business, the number of clients you'll close will increase drastically. There are two factors that highly influence your likelihood of closing a lead: the speed at which you follow up and your persistence in which you follow up, meaning the amount of time it takes you to actually reach out to a lead and the number of times that you follow up with that lead if you don't hear back from them. So let's talk a little bit about the first factor, speed. It's been proven that 50% of buyers go with the company that reaches out to them first. 50%. That means half the battle is just being the first company to actually reach out to a lead. If they've reached out to your property management company, there's a good chance that they've probably also reached out to one of your competitors. So make sure that you're getting back to them within 5 minutes of them having reached out. Doesn't matter if you're busy at that time. It doesn't mean you have to reach out and have an in-depth conversation with them. What you can do is just shoot them a text message. Hey, saw you reached out to us. I'm just seeing a property right now. I'll be right back with you. I'll reach out as soon as I'm done with this. Something of that nature, just to let them know you got their inquiry, you're gonna be reaching out, and you are responsive. Now that we've got the first variable down pat, let's talk about the second, persistence. This is about the number of times that you follow up with the lead. Consider the following statistics. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% of sales are made on the second contact, 5% of sales are made on the third contact, 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact, and then 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th contact. This emphasizes the importance of following up with leads. Are you regularly following up with leads between 5 to 12 times? Don't lie to yourself. Are you actually doing that? Probably not. Most companies we speak with are not following up with a lead up to 12 times. But the good news is you just found a leak in your pipeline that you can clog up to bring in more sales for your business. But how do we take all this information and put it together to create a seamless follow-up process? Lucky for you, I speak with some of the top property management companies in the nation on a regular basis, and I can give away what their sales follow-up process is to help you grow your property management company. Before I walk you through the follow-up process, I just want to take a second and let you know if you're looking to grow your property management company, reach out to us at Upkeep Media. We specialize in working with property management companies to help them bring on new properties to manage. We offer a free property management lead gen analysis to anyone who signs up. If you go to upkeepmedia.com/growth, fill out the form on that page, and a member of our team will reach out to you at the time that you schedule. During that call, we're going to take you through what your competitors are doing to bring on new properties. We'll take a look at where you're currently positioned from an online standpoint, and then we'll give you specific recommendations you can walk away with so that no matter what, you gain some value from that call. So go to upkeepmedia.com/growth and fill out the form. So now let's get to that follow-up process. Step 1, a lead comes in. What do? This is where speed is really important. Within 5 minutes, you need to have reached out to that lead. As I said earlier, if you're not available at that point in time or your BDM's not available, that's fine. They should at a minimum get a text message saying, hi, this is XYZ Property Management. I just wanted to let you know we received your inquiry. I'll be reaching out to you within the next hour. I'm currently just walking through a property. I'll be reaching out as soon as I'm done here. Thank you for reaching out, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Then what you need to do is make sure that you actually follow up and reach out within the next hour. If you've let an hour go by and you haven't reached out or no one from your team has reached out, there's a good chance you've lost that lead because now they're sitting there kind of waiting while you have to strike while the iron's hot. You want to get a conversation going while they're in the mindset of working with your property management company. So now when you follow up, if you can't reach them, this is where the second factor comes into play, persistence. Don't just call them, leave a voicemail, and think, oh, they'll call me back when they're available. You need to follow up 3 times within the first 24 hours. It doesn't all have to be by phone call. You can send a phone call, a text, an email. You can switch up the touch points, but you want to be regularly following up within those first 24 hours because that's when the lead is the hottest. Now, I get it. 3 times in 24 hours, that might seem like a lot, right? You don't want to be overly annoying. But I can tell you, this is what the top property management companies that are closing the most doors are doing. So you can go at it however you choose. I'm just giving you the facts. This is what those successful property management companies are doing. And I definitely recommend following what works. Now, if you haven't heard back within the first 24 hours, then you can scale back the follow-up process a little bit. What I recommend doing is over the next 3 days, follow up once per day. So now at this point, after 4 days, they'll have received 6 follow-ups, 3 within the first 24 hours, and then 1 per day over the next 3 days. Now after the first 4 days, if you still haven't heard back from them, now you can scale it back. What you want to do is add them to a nurturing sequence of some sort. So what I recommend doing is adding them to your email list and then sending them valuable information via email. Don't send them sales materials just telling them, we saw you reached out, here's information about our company. Send them value. Send them stuff that a rental property owner would benefit from when they open up that email. The goal of these emails and the content within them is to create trust and build authority for your property management business. If you're now sending them educational content that shows when it comes to managing a rental property in the market that you service, you're the expert, it's just gonna help sort of reframe that lead to then want to speak with you. And it'll make it much easier once they actually do finally reach out to you again and have a call with you to actually close that lead, because now they've been nurtured. They've seen a lot of your content, they've seen a lot of your value, that they've been given a lot of value that's gonna help them make a decision to hire your company. So let's jump on over to my screen where I've made this a visual diagram so that you can understand the exact follow-up process I just brought you here. Okay, so now that we're here at my screen, I'm gonna walk you through what I just spoke about, but I just want to make it visual so that you can fully understand this. So a lead comes into your website, that's over here on the left-hand side. And then what you wanna make sure of is that you reach out within 5 minutes. If you're available, give them a call. If you're not, at least send them a text message letting them know you'll be reaching out very soon. If you end up speaking with them right away, then what you want to try to do is set up a first call, an intro call. If you're not able to speak with them right away, then what you want to do is make sure to follow up with them 3 times within the first 24 hours. So as I said before, that doesn't all have to be through phone call. It can be via phone, text message, email. Just make sure that you follow up 3 times within those first 24 hours. Now, if you're able to reach them, one of those follow-ups, then what you want to do is again, send them back to that first intro call. If you're not able to reach them, then you're going to follow up again on day 2. If you're able to reach them, you'll send them to that intro call. If you're not, follow up on day 3, same thing. If you're able to reach them, they go to that first intro call. If they're not, then you follow up again on day 4. If you're able to reach them on day 4, they go to that first intro call right here. And if you're not able to reach them after day 4, that's when you can put them into a nurturing campaign where they're regularly being sent emails that provide value. Now, of course, if you're able to get them to a first intro call, the next thing you want to do from that first intro call is then send them to a sales call where you actually walk them through how your property management services work. Then from there, hopefully they close and you have a signed management agreement. If they do not, again, you want to send them to a nurturing campaign so that you're not just forgetting about leads that didn't close. It's possible they might go with another company, but in a year from now, maybe they're considering switching again. They weren't happy with their decision. So make sure that you're regularly staying top of mind with these people, because some of them will come back through and will eventually sign up to work with your property management company. So now that you've seen the diagram and you've heard my explanation, hopefully this helps you fix your follow-up process. Is this what your follow-up process looks like, or are you missing a bunch of touch points? Go out there, fix your follow-up process, get more closes, and hit the like button if you like this. Give us a subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.